here's the turnstile count for AEW All In, which is 72,265. So where is this coming from? This is coming from the local government in the borough of Brent. What is the borough of Brent? The borough that Wembley Stadium is located in. So they responded and said the actual numbers registered entering Wembley Stadium through the turnstiles was 72,265. This is reflective of what attended on the night and not the total number of tickets sold or no-shows. Of course, AEW announced tickets sold, paid attendance on the broadcast and in a press release, 81,035. And again, turnstile count, 72,265. So, Will Ospreay has gotten the paid attendance tattooed on his arm. He posted a video, I think later that night after I reported this, about how upset he was. The moral of the story here, at least as concerns his tattoo. I can't dispute that this was the number of tickets sold, this 81,000 number. I don't have information here necessarily undermining that. We have the tickets distributed that WrestleTix put out, which was 83,131. I'm told that's pretty close to accurate in that range of 83,000 as WrestleTix estimated, and I helped WrestleTix make the estimate looking at a number of photos and whatnot. We went through all these photos of Wembley Stadium and the ticketing maps and tried to figure out where the kills were based on the photos of the event itself, drew all kinds of numbers on photos. So if we take this 72,265 number, and by the way, what does this mean? It's a drop count, also called a turnstile count, also called, what else? Scan count, you might hear it called. This is the number of people, according to the Brent Civic Center, this is the number of people who actually entered the building for this event All In 2023. So 72,265. Now, what about the suites? Is always the wild card question. Well, according to Wembley Stadium's website, they have, with over 160 to choose from, Wembley Stadium offers yada yada. It caters up to just 8 to 20 people. So let's say there's 160 suites. Let's max it out and say up to 20 people. Let's multiply 160 by 20. That, according to my sources, is 3,200. What can we stack on top of this turnstile count at the absolute most? Let's pretend the suites were at maximum capacity, real people were really there. That tacks on certainly something less than 3,200. So let's just add 3,200 to the turnstile count of 72,265. We can get up to just over 75,000. 75,465 is less than 80,709. Why is that number significant? That is the turnstile count of Wrestlemania 32, according to the Arlington Police. Who knows if that includes suites? Let's say it includes every suite attendee. Let's say it does. Well, it's still greater than what the all-in turnstile count was. Number of tickets sold, all in, 81,000, is in the range of what's implied in the KPIs for WWE, where they put out their averages with and without WrestleMania for that quarter, somewhere between 74,000 and 86,000. All In is right in the middle of that range. It's really close, a little bit higher in the middle of that range. So we can say there were more people in the stadium at WrestleMania 32 than there were in the stadium at All In 2023. Tickets sold. Which event sold more tickets? Don't know. One of the key questions here is that, that's quite a big discrepancy, at least on the surface, between 72,265, which again is the all-in drop count, and their announced paid attendance, which I think we should really call tickets sold, 81,035. That is something like a 9,000 difference. So at least of the 81,000 tickets that were bought, almost 11% of them didn't show up. Is that normal? Well, I've only really got a few other examples that I'm super confident in the numbers of to compare it to. We have WrestleMania 37, which was the COVID WrestleMania with the half capacity. It's in the middle of COVID. The no-show rate was pretty similar to All In. It was 11% for day one, and it was 10% for day two. Pretty similar to All In. Now, maybe COVID is a big factor here in people being hesitant to go to the event that resulted in a higher no-show rate. And I only have two other examples besides that. So we have the first AEW House Rules house show, which was in March of this year, and that had a no-show rate of 5%. And then we have another stadium show at least, but it's a WWE show. WWE Royal Rumble in San Antonio Alamodome had a just 4% no-show rate, quite a bit lower than All In. I've been assured that this is a real number, this ticket sold number, and I'm told that this is a normal no-show rate for an AEW show. Ideally, I would like to see maybe some other AEW pay-per-view event data to say, what is the no-show rate of a typical AEW pay-per-view, I guess would be the closest comparison. So maybe secondary market sales have something to do with this, if that's correct, that it's harder to sell tickets on the secondary market in the UK versus US in any case. What I would like is more record. What I would like, number one, is the ticket report for this event, which I did ask Tony about on the media call leading up to this event. He said that, rather than answering the question, he said that they would announce an accurate number, and they ended up announcing the tickets sold. And I can see why you would want to announce the tickets sold. This is the number that reflects the actual business that this live event did in terms of selling tickets. Is Will Ospreay going to get another number on his tattoo, or what's he going to do? Sorry, Will. I didn't mean to ruin your tattoo.
It is your fault, Brandon.
So what I would like is, first of all, it would be nice if we could get the ticket report, so we would have all of the data that goes into calculating whatever these real numbers were, which at least with the tickets sold we would have. It would be nice to have a ticket report to enhance the confidence that 81,035 is a real number. And I would like to see the drop count versus tickets sold for other AEW events to support the notion that I've been told that that's a normal ratio. And we only have a few examples of that to look at. We do have a lot of tickets sold numbers through Polestar. We don't have drop counts to correspond with them, unfortunately. So there's that. Now, moving on.